Hello, my friends. How are you doing? I have come from the Hog dimension to deliver you the most intense and interesting Final Fantasy XI content that man has ever laid eyes on. You are not prepared. This is your only warning. I'm just joshing. How you doing? It's been a couple of days. We're in Garbage Citadel. We's about to kills ourselves some bats and or beetles. So normally I head out and then go to the place and see if the camp is open that I am looking to party at. I then assemble the crew. In this particular instance, I went ahead and did all those steps ahead of time because this spot in particular is very rarely open, and I caught it open at the tail end of another party deciding that level 37, level 38 was too much, too little XP. So, right place, right time. Instead of waiting arbitrarily until the stream starts to gather the crew together, I decided to just, you know, pull the trigger, get all my homies out here. All my homies consisting of perfect strangers that I have never partied with before, but that all seem very nice on very first impressions. My friend here has died en route, but that is okay. Just because of the way that things shook out, we have 3 black mages. Rest in peace, this little Tarataro. I'm not going to be able to help him, I'll die. He should be able to make it out though, he fled, which is good. We have 3 black mages, 1 ninja, white mage, and me, the warrior. I intend to pull, if at all possible. I am remembering now, in real time, that I need to change my skill chain explain to fit the skill chain that I cooked up just moments prior to stream. What is it? Smash, Axe, Stoic, Blade, Techie, Nen. What does that make? I don't remember. Fragmentation, Lightning, Wind. Question mark, ampersand, affirmative, that's what it makes. Lightning. I'm gonna wait on this, it's gonna cut me off. The wind, lightning, mysteriously there is no lightning quick translate. I don't know why. I could also use thunder, I guess. But it's just strange that lightning is literally what is called as an element in game, and yet there's no auto-translate for it. I don't know if like the language barrier is so significant with the word lightning that it makes no sense in other contexts other than English. But we's here. We're just gonna wait for all of our friends to get here and then kick butt for a few hours. The objective for today, such as it is to get me from 33, the very beginning of 33, to 37, so that I never have to play warrior again. I do not mind playing warrior. It has been fine. It just has no interest to me as a job personally. I'm sure that it gets super interesting and there's a reason why people play it past 37. It's just not for me. Okay, I don't really have to worry about this guy. I don't know what he's doing, but... we have free roaming Beastmaster parties. Very good. I love that for me. Beastmasters are insanely strong. Incredibly strong. Bizarrely strong. Even post-nerf, when they changed how the pet's level is evaluated. when you bring them out. I'll pull and off tank for Nen. Once we're settled in, we will do Smash Axe me into Blade Techie Nen, Wind, Thunder, Magic Burst. With 3 Black Mages, we should be able to slaughter them as long as everyone gets the timing down, which on Horizon is thankfully pretty forgiving. So while we're waiting for people to gather together, which should be soon, disclaimer time, I am a new affiliate. That means that Twitch, in all of its wisdom, forces ads upon me. Although the ads benefit me, I do not like them. If I had the option to turn them off in their entirety, I would. You can avoid ads in their entirety and support me at the same time if you happen to have a Amazon Prime subscription, which allows you to subscribe to me for free, or just subscribing normally if you feel like that's a good investment and you wish to support me in that way. It lets you see no ads, gives me the dopamine that my physical constitution so desires. It probably makes you feel good a little bit too, due to the secondhand serotonin. I don't like how all these people gathered as soon as I'm trying to get stuff off the ground. Nobody opposed the skill chain request, so we're good there. I'm going to eat pie. This beast party appeared suddenly. Such as it is, I'll just adapt. Yep, we'll wait. Maybe they'll get tired. Yeah. I'm hydrated, probably not in the way that's appropriate for a human being to be. In the sense that I'm drinking like Pepsi and coffee, which I'm sure satisfies some kind of part of the dietary triangle. Not the actual one, but I don't know, some alternative need. Like we must have evolved to like make more use of soda, right? That's a thing because of like science. You know, like there's probably some kind of like chelated minerals in there that my body, you know, is using to absorb more effectively the more of it I consume. Not that I really consume that much soda, but so the reason why this is called Garbage Citadel, even though its normal name is Garlic Citadel, is just because of how oppressive and unforgiving it is, both in terms of monsters and its layout. No one wants to be here. But it does have some good partying opportunities, and these stairs are coveted for said opportunities. So I just took it, you know, for granted, sort of, not really, that there was going to be an opening somewhere in here that I would be able to take advantage of because it fits a niche and the level that I'm at that I'm going to try to ride all the way to 37. Eastern Altepa Desert would also be a good fallback, but that cuts off in traditional spaces around like 35. Whereas you can pretty reliably ride this area from 32 would probably be the minimum before stuff gets too hard and unforgiving and slow. All the way up to probably 37, 38, which is the golden number. But yeah, otherwise I'm doing good. I slammed back a off-brand Slim Jim, like one of the very big ones. A couple of hours ago, I had a Dunkin' Donuts sausage, egg, and cheese bagel. And then prior to that, I had chocolate with like fruits and nuts in it. I feel pretty sated. Once Garrick is alive, everyone good to go. Just in case. Thankfully, the beetle is low enough that I should be able to pull it off just right offhand. All hail the lower walk. Eric is good. Buzz is good. And all. I'm going to preemptively break open one of my tool bags because I think I'm like at 100 GI. I don't want to have to worry about it like mid-fight. Okay, and then use it, so I assume that we're good. Going. Time to die. I don't know why it's making me sing. Like it's like an interaction with style lock. But like I style locked to this equipment, so it shouldn't be doing that. It make either no sense, you know? Ooh, we learned Avalanche Axe. Very exciting. And conducive to a positive party experience, unto which everyone is engaged. I can see everyone pogging out of their gourd right now. Just like collectively losing it, clapping their hands and laughing, giggling. People are doing a good job. I'm assuming that they worked out in the background like what kind of debuffs they're going to be aiming for. I'm going to pull something as soon as they get hate back from me. Good. Nope, I have too much hate. Because I am the best. Love that for me. Pull the bat. Thank you. There's a way to turn style lock off. Like, it's not really a big thing. It's just like a animation glitch or whatever, but still strange. I desire the ninja pull. Try to provoke. Thank you. 1,000 blessings upon your house. I slam back a Dommel Pie, which is going to make me do a ridiculous amount of damage. And my accuracy doesn't seem to be that bad either. It's probably like 58 or something. I'm not wearing any accuracy gear, save a few pieces. But still doing all right. Good, good. Okay, the smash axe. Hopefully they're paying attention. Ooh, I did it right as they were casting their own shadows. That's unfortunate. They do have 2 seconds. Good, 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 good.
That's what I'm talking about. Wow.
Ooh, look at him go, dude. Ooh. I think only a couple may have. They're casting Blizzard. I don't know if all of them used arrow or lightning there, but seems right. His little boops. Only the tiniest boops. Okay, first full pulls. Few pulls. English language. And we're off to the races.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Gonna pull some hate off of the Nin. Those are getting beaten up a little bit. Ah, fuck you. These things have double attack? Since when are bats warriors, man?
Wow! Congratulations!
It's good. Pulls attention right around the time. I need to refresh my shadows. I'm gonna finish my sentence. Just for my own needs, I'm gonna change this to video game BPM, even though we're just normally partying and not doing any kind of boss fight. Forgiveness. God damn, doing lots of damage. What is it, these? Yeah, 7 off. It's pretty good, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Ooh woo.
Meow. I do desire hippie and get it off me so I can. Oh. How's this one? This one's good. Miss. Fight. That is my bad. 100% on me. We'll get next time.
Bar X3.
There's always some groaning pains. Ooh, Loves is not happy. That's okay. I beg your forgiveness, Loves. I am immortal. Despite appearances, I am mortal. Although he is in his right to be like, what are you doing, man? You're the one that set us up for success.
Fine, I guess you are my little pod champ.
Emotional damage.
Nice, good dodge.
Good dodges, good dodges. Bobbing, weaving, coping, molding.
Some good dodges, man. Oh, I forget. I could see the shadow indicator there. Very cool. That's actually extremely useful information. I will smash X next time, I promise. You can screenshot me saying as such. God damn, that's a lot of water. 500 XP, holy crap. Congratulations. We have good MP flow here. Like there are many Taro, which you always love to see. I could see how that would be very strange. In fact, I was trying to provoke. It was being a dummy. No, I'm just gonna frowning face. I'm not gonna get this off. Wow, the dodges.
The big dodges.
You all are amazed. You can stop clapping in chat now. Like, you don't have to clap the whole time. Like, you do have to watch your own dopamine intake. Smash Xing. Good. Oh, good. Yeah. God damn, look at the damning, Bubba. Really effective touches. Beetles come later. At the moment, it's mostly pets. I do have something in works for the beetles. Owie. Pull off me so that I may pull. Actually, no. Is the right call for them not to provoke right away? It was the right call.
Slow down, I'm gonna spurt. Sorry.
I don't mind doing the ice train now. Please hold. What would that be? Blade, Rin, then Avalanche Axe, Stoic, Water, Ice, and that. Okay, and then. Wow, I'm actually pulling hate off. That's crazy. Am I really doing that much damage? Alrighty, that's... I did just get Avalanche Axe. I just need her to hit. And then she will Blade Rin. And then I will Avalanche Axe. Did you miss, or did it just whiff? If it whiffed, it's due to a horizon change in elements somewhere. If it didn't whiff, we'll try again. Add-on load, add-on reload, skill chains. Congratulations. Double checking C. Blade Rin, Avalanche Axe. No, that was right. Maybe we were too soon. Oh, owie. I know they have water too, and that's their second strongest. I mean, what's strongest spell for booms at the moment? Water 2. Smashing, smashing. I think it is water 2. I think water 2 is their strongest. That's why they're using it. Okay, and then I'm gonna wait for a second. Avalanche X. No! Oh, okay. When I lost aggro, it moved and game 8 my TP. Third time's the charm, baby. My calculator and my add-on are telling me Blade Rin Ava should work. So if it doesn't, it's a Horizon thing. And that's okay. We don't have to make this one work. There's alternatives that, while perhaps not as strong, are just, you know, fine. At 30, I love this guy that's like calling the shots. I'm sorry, are you party lead? Says at 34 we go back to original SE. Sure. We will play by ear. Smiley face. That was a good time to lose 8. I do want him to pull. That should count as a weapon skill, so it shouldn't block me. Like, we're not getting bad experience. We're at 14,000 with ring, which means 7,000-ish without. The ninja needs to pee. I don't know why he doesn't pee on the ground. Like a true gamer. Would you have your gamer bottle near you? Holding for Nen to pee. It is very good indeed.
Oh, dude, 4 strength, 4 stam, leather belt. Ah, level 18.
To the legions of fans that is almost assuredly watching, how are you all doing? Are you having a case of the Mondays? I sure hope not. In fact, I feel like you're having a case of the Fridays with every high octane moment that we spend together. And then that sends you into a dopamine crash the moment that the stream ends, and then it's just a matter of recovery until the next time the stream comes live. Like get a therapist, man. You shouldn't be so hooked on this. Hello, Xantos. Santos? Question mark? I don't know if all those pronunciations happen to work, but hello all the same. And you're in my head is Xantos, but I don't know if that's the way that you would prefer it to be said. Welcome back. Alright, so the ninja is back. Here I go killing again. 44 is a little bit brutal. We should be able to handle it, but if I can avoid it, I want to. Xantos? Okay. Not like Protoss. Like toes. Got it. Duly noted. So if this skill chain that we're trying to get done doesn't work, that's fine. I'll find another one. Horizon changed the way that some elements and weapon skills interact with each other. The calculator and the add-on that I use have been very reliable, like 95 to 98% right, but there are some fringe interactions that just make it not want to behave properly. We have yet to try it a second time, but we will see. If it doesn't, I'll just pick one that works with water, since I think that's the strongest spell. Herblums. Nope. Doesn't work. Alright, back to the drawing board, baby. Let's just do the one we were using. The blade smash into techie. It's fine. Serves up. Lethals off me pretty quick so I can provoke. Or not provoke. Shadow up. Shadow up. There we go. Gonna get my berserk up for the
gamer deets.
Okay, their shadows are done. Some would say that the HXUI change, the add-on, although it's more of like an add-on, it's kind of like a mini overhaul of like all the information that you're able to take in. And some would say that it might be too much information that it provides to the player, but the game is already hard enough as it is, and if you really were like being super ultra spazzy and trying to view everyone's status in real time, you would burn yourself out doing that. All that it's doing is giving you the information that you would have obtained on your own through very painful methods. And like it's information that is very difficult to assess comprehensively in real time. Especially when it's changing so rapidly across everyone. It doesn't really give you much of an advantage to see things at a glance, like when their shadows are going to be down, because you could change your chat filters to show you like when their shadows are going down specifically. I need heals. Thank you. I don't know if they were necessarily paying attention or what. Congratulations. Very good. Provoked right off the bat. We love to see it. The song is too... Yeah, it's too grimy. We gotta change it. I need to change it for me. That's more of like a boss fight song than anything. Okay, Smash X it is. Play techie. Nope, did it while they were casting. Did I miss? Sweets. Forgot to hit it with the big metal bit. Apparently I missed. It shouldn't take me my accuracy has been like unnaturally high so far. It shouldn't take me very long to get back to TP. I hope you enjoy Undertale, because there's a lot of it in here. I was too busy axing to spat a question or questions to hit it properly. To be honest, I was just kind of winging it the whole time. Getting hit so much is driving me batshit. Oh man, I'm getting tired of all these battles. I hope my buddies bang in there. Yeah, that one wasn't very good. Okay, I get it. I get it. Fuck.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Shadows, please. Ooh. I do appreciate that the ninja is holding on to all of their TP for this. It should make it hit considerably harder. Base match after. There we go. I didn't miss that time. Look at that. Now, so that my chat log doesn't fill with a bunch of miscellaneous garbage, I have no 15 seconds Vogue. I have no control. Okay, good. They still have 8. Good. Okay, I'm content to just let them have 8. They should be able to kill it just fine on their own. I understand that the Beastmasters are literally doing nothing wrong, but I resent them being here. If only because it impacts me personally. Although I do need to be above that. Because that's what my philosophy instructs me to do. But I'm going to let myself have like 1% angst. And then feel really bad about it. And then account for it later during a psychological link. Sleep. Find Ellie. Find sleep other. I need them to react. I need them to react to me getting hit. I need to Ellie, bind, sleep, other, please. What? Okay, good. They had an extremely long wind-up. Benediction. Run. Out. So if they had been a little bit faster on the draw there, perhaps they would not have taken 400 damage. But that happens, man. You know, they're probably watching, I don't know, what do Zoomers love now? SpongeBob still? After like 20 seasons? My Hero Academia nut? Or whatever the fuck it's called. The TikToks and instant grams. Always fucking updating their MySpaces with Breaking Benjamin. That auto plays as soon as you open the page. Oh, this one is still in here. Oh no, it's just a figment. Always like fucking bumping their uglies together and playing Crash Bandicoot or whatever the fuck. Oh, look at this, it's still here. If it's just this one, it's fine. Although it is good. I'll go outside though. Just in case. It would be prudent to stay outside altogether for like 5 seconds. That is partially my bad. I was relying on the fact that we had 3 different black mages too much to be able to Ellie or elemental seal, bind, or sleep the other one. Like, it was just a level 40 wing bats. But we just took entirely too much damage. Next time, I will wait until we're sitting at like 30% plus, like 25% plus. He doesn't need that much HP. MP for White Mage. Got too greedy. Okay, we're all outside, which means that the lynx should have disappeared. I also didn't think that there was going to be another wing bat that was so close. I only saw the one when I was like tabbing through. That other one is probably still asleep, right? Because I think that's at the top of the stairs. Also is good. Ads are starting in 5 minutes, allegedly. I'm going to run them now so that they don't impact you when we actually kick off again. I will see you in a couple of minutes. It's a good time to eat, brush your teeth, drink Pepsi, whatever. Maybe all at the same time. Bye-bye. I'm gonna wait until everybody comes in so I can level sync. We're still in the honeymoon period of the party, so like a small slip like that is fine. Nobody died, which is the important thing. I casually glance off to the side to check. Looks like someone may have black screen. Oh, good. Nen, Spoon, Garrick. UCMD, add T. Cannot. Garrick, you are ghosted. You gotta relog. I don't know why, but sometimes the game just arbitrarily decides that one person functionally ceases to exist, cannot be interacted with in most ways. And the only way to help that person is for them to know spontaneously that it is happening to them, or to suss it out themselves and to relog. We just happen to be so close physically that I can actually tell him, like with proximity, that motherfucker cannot be invited. Had a very feels bad moment once when I invited someone and the game just decided that it was their time to get ghosted. And they were like, why did you randomly remove me from the group? Did I do something wrong? And because they were in this purgatory type state, I couldn't tell them. I was trying to whisper them back and say, no, you don't get it. Like, you need to relog. It's not me, man. It's not me. I didn't do this to you. Promathea did. And then he pulled the mask off, and I was the incarnation of Promathea, which is like the anti-god in this universe. Yeah, I gaslit him. In the meantime, I was like cackling like an idiot. Just laughing to myself, like whispering under my breath, imagine being a nice person. Okay. Even though, yeah, I'm gonna let Garrick have some MP back, because even though he's probably at like 20% of his power. No, he's 33, so I'm just gonna let him rest. Letting Garrick get to 50%. People think that I am nice and that I am here for them, and that my every spoken word and thought is geared in some way to trying to improve myself and improve their quality of life. Nah. It's all a big effing ruse. I don't know to what end, because I can't follow that train of thought to like whatever natural conclusion that would be. Maybe to like lure them into like a false sense of security over a period of years, building a long-standing and involved relationship, if only to wait until there's having some kind of pivotal moment in their life, and then to put like a whoopee cushion under them. Just so I can like grab both sides of their head with the palms of my hand and like shout Bazinga into it. I need to eat food. Elmo pie. Round. Yeah. People needed like a micro break anyway. That was like a good. As good as any. We've only been partying for about 30 minutes, and I have 5,800 XP, which is a staggering amount. What's up, Poppy? Nope. Oh man, these black mages are getting real frisky. God, tartars are so squishy. It's unreal. You gotta stop pulling it off, you bud. Like you're not built for tanking. These tartar boots are not meant for walking. I mean, which is literally true. They kind of have to waddle. This thing's hitting me hard. What is it? 42? Sounds right. Woo, level up. Tartaro needs to AFK. Should be fine. I will get to your statement in a moment, Poppy. One of the most difficult things to learn how to do is to be okay with it just being you in a relationship, regardless of the length of time that you've been in it. Although it gets considerably harder to detach yourself emotionally, and not even to like the fullest extent that you would prefer to, if it seems like a relationship is going to end. The most important vital thing to remember is that the only thing that you ultimately have full control over, even if it doesn't necessarily feel this way, is things like your, and this is going to sound crazy, but your desires, your fears, your opinions, your judgments, and following from that, whatever habits you've instilled in yourself over time, because habits are just the act of acting upon judgments that you have formed over and over and over again until it becomes kind of like a second or third nature. You cannot control anyone else's will. A person will necessarily do whatever appears best to them because it makes no sense in any respect that they would do otherwise. An adulterer is going to adulterer. A thief is going to steal things. A stoic is going to think about the ramifications of everything that he does, says, and thinks on a moment-to-moment basis. So what I'm saying is that you do not want to be in a relationship with someone that does not account for how you feel and then reacts based off of that in a way that is measured and reasonable. She does those things because it appears right to her. So you have two choices in this context. The first one is recognizing that she has a sovereign will that you cannot influence, and that it is not healthy to depend your peace of mind on someone who has like shifting emotional state like that. Like if you want to base your happiness on something that is stable, and if she doesn't know necessarily what she wants, even though she believes that she does, there's nothing that you can do about that except to work on yourself. What you would have to think about what your role is in relation to her and the role that you have towards yourself. What I mean by that is that you are only on this earth for a certain amount of time that is unknown to all and sundry. Your responsibility to yourself is to try to take care of yourself to the best of your ability, while also trying to improve the quality of life of other people without depending your peace of mind on whether or not they take your attempts at helping them to actually improve themselves. It's a lot easier said than done, which is why it takes possibly years for it to actually sink in. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it'll have an immediate effect on you. Just thinking of this stuff and trying to apply it piecemeal. I'm not going to say that you're going to be able to wake up tomorrow and be like, yeah, my wife no longer cheating on me doesn't bother me. You need to work on your judgments very carefully and start slow in order for you to actually start feeling like, yeah, the situation that I was in was fucked up, but that I have to work on my own self-improvement, and I cannot do that properly if I'm with someone whose emotional state is constantly shifting. Sometimes it's as simple as like nobody wants to be alone, right? Where the social part of us being social and rational animals is that we are naturally inclined to some degree, some more than others, to spend time with other people. Combine that with the fact that we have certain instincts that inform how we go about things, such as, you know, banging. not to be like crude or whatever, but you know, like if you glance over at the person next to you and your thoughts go to, dang, his or her face do be symmetrical, you can only get away with so much like mileage in trying to deter yourself from that, which is baked into Stoicism. Stoicism accounts for like the actual physiological response that you have. It doesn't say that there's a way that you can suppress those types of like first impressions, which is what they refer to it as. You can ultimately stop it from completely overriding your mind to your own expense. But that very initial impression that you have of this person is attractive, or I've spent 15 seconds Vogue. I cannot pull it off. I don't know why it's so pissed off at her. It's not just a time will heal all wounds thing, because if you keep the same judgments that you've had that this is a bad experience unto which nothing constructive can like be pulled out of it, you're going to feel bad whenever you think back on it. If you try to view it in the context of, I'm going to do what I can with the resources that I have and to help myself see it as a constructive experience, that it wasn't worth giving effective control over my brain to this person that had no business having that much control over me, that's a difference maker. Just focusing momentarily on like the state of the party at the moment. I think we're doing good. My Utsu is down. So what in Stoicism, what you consider to be in your own interests is, it depends on where you are in the practice. Everyone wants to be happy, right? But like, how do you define happiness? Some would like, some equate happiness with the American interpretation of what it is, and which basically amounts to having no wants, being able to access states of pleasure literally whenever you would prefer. Glancing at the white mage is good. Basically having free access to like dopamine sources and not feeling any pain, aka the Epicurean way of going about things. I'm gonna wait for her to stop shadowing so that I can make sure this SC goes off properly. Smash X thing. In Stoicism, it tries to deal with where you are by design, by whatever powers that be, whether we were created to be the way that we are, based off of like random happenstance, like we just happen to be like built different compared to like other animals, and so we gotta get right with it. Or if the universe is natural, like it's sentient in some way, because like nothing sentient can like come from anything that isn't sentient, so like there has to be some kind of like sentient property to the universe. 5 seconds vote. And so we are in some way designed on purpose to be social and have the ability to reason, which other animals arguably do not have, or at least anywhere near to the degree that we do. If the world is basically like a bioorganism, a plant that just arranges the state of its parts and like according to an order, whatever instance you believe, like if there's like a god out there, or if everything happens randomly, whatever the reason, we are designed with two primary faculties. And the same way that a horse can be argued is defined by its ability to do horsey shit and run around really far, by birds being able to fly, fish being able to swim, we have the ability to reason, and we have the strong inclination to band together in some way to, you know, like form regiments in Foxhole, or, you know, form clans and I don't know what the fuck, Clash of Clans, that's probably not a thing. So what is in your best interest in the Stoic view is trying to perfect your ability to reason and realize that you are not just a thing put on this earth to just constantly take in dopamine and to procreate and to eat and sleep. Like, you have higher order needs. So if, for example, you're at the end state of Stoicism and your reasoning ability says that you should sacrifice yourself for your ideals, literally or figuratively, then even though your physical constitution is going to be like, hey dog, hold up, I don't want none of that, it actually may serve your design as a human being to literally stop existing if it means like preserving another person's life. AKA like the Socrates angle, or like for some type of like role model, to be like the purple in the robe is like a fancy phrase that the Stoics like to use. You should think about the effects that you have on other people, but not allow their actions to override how you feel. That doesn't mean be insensitive to them, or to just pretend like nothing is wrong, or just do literally whatever you want, YOLO all the time emotionally. It means having the presence of mind to gauge your reaction and what is philosophically consistent in the moment, That's not easy to do, but with practice you get there. Socrates was not Stoic, but Zeno, allegedly, who was the founder of Stoicism, was a big Socrates fan. 42 is good. Borrowing from some very uncomfortable personal experiences I've had, I would say that as messy as it is, especially if you're married, like economically, or in terms of like the household, for you to break off, like you should. Just based off of the very, very limited information that I've received from you, it seems like neither of you are in a healthy place. And so for your own growth, you should probably see what you can do to drive like a wedge in it and call it. This is also a perfect opportunity for me to restate that I am not a certified philosophical counselor or otherwise, or accredited. But that is my advice as such. I did have an ex pull a katana on me once. If that gives any kind of like credibility to what I'm saying. I still have all of my body parts, so she didn't succeed, but the weapon was out. I don't even know why she had a katana either. She didn't, like, as far as I know, she didn't subscribe to the Bushido code. If she did, she probably wouldn't have done what this kind of stuff that she was doing. Chariot band so I can get my sweet XP. I need to wait a moment for people to get some of their MP back anyway. Hey Loud, how's it going? It's going good. We're getting an absurd amount of experience, floating around like 14,000 post rings, 7,000-ish without. Oh, did it do it? Oh, it did do it. Yay. Okay. Group is good. Minus a very minute Link experience that did not get fully spicy, but was up there in whatever that evaluative chart that people have for like peppers and stuff. I don't even remember what that's called. I should know because I like spicy food. Berserk me. I'm doing very good numbers. I'm not going to throw up the DPS add-on that I have, if only because I prefer not to think about it. But it does seem like I'm holding hate perhaps more than I should. No need to cast via bio better. In this specific circumstance where like 90% of our, well not 90%, like 60% of our damage is coming from black mages, sure, I can see that. I mean, it also gives them an opportunity to build up precious dark magic. Is there a program that you use to get certified in Stoicism? There is a organization that I have not interfaced with for probably 4 years that you can do some kind of course or series of courses in order to get probably not like a viable certification in being like an expert or otherwise on Stoicism, but it's probably just the thing that, you know, you can look at and feel some like secondhand serotonin from looking at or being aware of. There is a Stoicon, not making that up, that happens every year that I've been a part of and have spoken at before. It doesn't accredit you in any way, but it is something that is definitely worth taking advantage of. You get a lot more mileage out of it if you are unfamiliar with the philosophy. but it's also, you know, a very well-run, well-organized, arguably popular thing to attend, and is typically taking place online, or at least has some kind of like online component. It's been online for the last few years because of COVID. I should probably hold my TP, but I'm just not. Congratulations. We are moving though. I'm 1/3 of the way through already, and it's only been like an hour. So I should be able to hit 37 if I just keep this pace up. Everyone's MP looks good. I've done some speaking. I've also written an article in a book that was recently published. I've done a substantial amount of writing, which is what my Patreon was originally set up in order to support. The difficulty with me writing as much as I did in the past is because things were very difficult for me in various ways. Arguably not as difficult in some specific ways. I mean, like, somebody did pull a katana on me, so there is some weight there, but... but I mean, like, some people have had it worse in different ways. It's just, in my personal experience, life has been not great up until, like, mid-college. Coincidentally, around the time that I started becoming aware of the philosophy, although I just assumed that it was a waste of time because I was like, how could anyone really believe that? Like, sure, it sounds nice to basically say to yourself, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey, or it's not what's the inside that, or it's not what's on the outside that matters, it's what's on the inside. And then later on, with enough practice with it, after, whoa, boy. Anyone see that? I got taken by the warp. The fuck?
Yes, indeed.
That broke my train of thought for a moment. Where I realized as I took like a few months just trying to apply what little I was able to retain after reading from Stoicism and being like, wow, there's actually some real shit in here. Circling back, I wrote the most and write the most when I feel like my back is to the wall and that I need to draw, like, grit my teeth and pull something constructive out of this situation that I've written the most. In recent times, I've been okay. My circumstances aren't difficult in any particular way, which up until that point was completely foreign to me. So my streaming is an attempt to combine what is a very extremely long-term interest of mine ever since I've been able to pick up a controller, with me being able to just fucking blab to whoever might be helped by me having trained my brain constantly to think of things in Stoic terms for like 7 years. I mean, so far that's worked out. Oh, use real voice for 5 minutes. Please hold. I'm going to invoke so I don't kill people.
Factory initial voice turned on. It is 8:09 p.m. The voice thing is part of your channel points. Typically you'll get about 300 on average after like an hour and a half of watching. You can also make me say something stoic, but that kind of happens by default. So I might have to, I might have to rethink that one a little bit. It's fucking free. That's real shit. I've also got some other voices here too.
This one's my favorite. It sounds like I'm at the end of a very long haul. It's a little spooky. It looks like you dropped at the bottom of a very big hole. Are you doing okay down there?
If I am in a vehicle of some kind, this is a good voice for that. Being a robot of some description per my canon definitely has the benefits of me being able to emulate a variety of voices. Mostly for entertainment. Some are a little spookier than others. All of my homies.
Hello? I am the creepy doll in your corner. If you try to stop me in the garden, I will reappear on your shelf.
We're looking good so far. Good XP. Everyone seems to be doing fine. We're getting the skill chains off as our preference whenever our TP is up. What?
Yeah.
Fine, I guess you are my little pod champ.
Ooh. I love it. Are you saying this voice is hard to understand? I don't believe you.
Macaroni with the chicken strips.
So the most important thing that I've ever picked up and that I still use reflexively, regularly. I wonder if this person is here for something. Maybe to rep the white mage. Is you are an impression and not at all what you appear to be. So when you experience anything at all, full stop, using your five senses, what happens is that it produces a response in you on like a physiological level, where it's like your brain tries to contextualize like what you're seeing or what you're experiencing in a way that your human brain can understand. So like the tree is gonna fall on me. A different part of your brain takes that information and gives you an instinctive response to it that you cannot control in any way. It's totally non-voluntary, which either prompts you to get excited or to repel you in some way to make you afraid. I'm talking about like physical reactions, like sweaty palms to standing on top of like a really tall building or something. Oh good, they were able to get it off. The gut feeling, like a wrenching in your stomach, things like that. When those two things combine together, your sensory impressions and that quasi instantaneous reaction to the circumstance, the Stoics call that a first impression. Like all animals react based off of that. Like they run, or they bang, or they're like, ooh, it's a treat, or something. They have some kind of response to it, and that's all they ride with. We also experience that too. The difference maker is, as humans, we have the ability to reason, which means that we get a secondary check called Ascent. So we get the tree is going to fall on me, and this is bad. And we are able to agree that that is the case, that that is true. Basically reinforcing the idea, yes, this tree is real, and it is falling on me, and this is bad. Or this cake looks really good. Cake is good. I'm going to eat the cake. Like something to that effect. The agreement that circumstances, like the very first iteration of what you are seeing is actually the case. I got egg. Zoning. Keep the bet. Keep bet. I am zoning. Beetle. Although I think that it's synced to me, so I think it's going to break their sync, which is unfortunate, but it only occurred to me now and there's nothing I can do about it. There's not enough time to resync. The act of ascent as a human being is what produces your emotion. If, for example, there's like a trick of the light or something, or like you look at like an orange on a table and it looks like a really juicy orange, so you want the orange, you're like, oranges are good, I'm going to have that. You assenting that the situation is such that the orange is real and that you're gonna pick that MF up and take a bite out of it, reinforces the feeling that this orange is good and I'm gonna dive in. If the orange is fake and you bite into it and you're like, oh gross, it's fake, this is disgusting. Hopefully me level syncing is gonna put it back on and can't count towards it. Somehow I doubt it, but we'll see. If you had given yourself the opportunity to kind of like hold off for a moment and be like, this orange is among other things that are very obviously fake, maybe it's not real. I'm gonna make myself like wait a moment before deciding that yes, this is an orange, I'm gonna pick it up and bite into it. That's that agreement that the circumstances are XYZ and that ABC is like your the appropriate emotional response to it is called the second movement. If you are in like a cafeteria or something and you think to yourself, I'm going to have my normal, which is the spaghetti, because the spaghetti is good. If you, instead of ordering the spaghetti, get something else, not to punish yourself, but to build up your own willpower and being able to do something alternative to what you want, for the sake of like self-improvement, of being able to rely on willpower over, you know, basically letting your stomach determine your behavior. That is you being able to control the second movement of being on top of your brain before you commit to an action. It's the most long-winded explanation of all time, while I was also focusing on playing a 20-year-old game, but there it is. Yeah, it's all interwoven. If any time that I've ever had to explain what Stoicism is or how to use it, I always explain it to them that it's like a web where it's very difficult to apply it right off. Because it has so many interlinking parts that references each other. But that also means that once you start just taking it one bit at a time, like for instance, reading something and then trying to see if there's like IRL context to apply it in, and then putting yourself in that position or just having it naturally happening to you and trying to remember, okay, what I read was this, I'm going to try to RP as if I really thought that way to see if I feel any different. And then just doing that like 1,000 times over the course of a month. In Stoicism, achieving a state of being called eudaimonia, which in a very rough translation amounts to excellence of the soul or excellent character. Basically putting yourself in a state of mind where what you value, like the locus of what you value, like your reward center, is firmly turned inward instead of things like a PS5. Which PS5 is like effing rule, and like how you help yourself differentiate between like what rules externally and what doesn't is like a whole other conversation. Friendly reminder, if you have not followed me before, it helps me a great deal if you were to do so, not just because it gives me a tiny shot of dopamine, but because it helps the algorithm in assisting people finding me more easily. I don't just play Final Fantasy XI. I play another MMO or MMO Lite, depending on your interpretation, called Foxhole, which is a massively multiplayer online persistent world alternate reality World War II simulator. And then maybe like a surprise game on Saturdays, although whether I stream at all on Saturdays is up to the gods. Okay, the black mage is randomly leaving. Sure. Not the other one. The other one actually said what he was doing. I am not a fan of people that do that. Where they just like eat themselves and they're like, hey, I'm just gonna like peace. Okay, but you know that you're also impacting like 5 other human beings, right? Before I look for a rep, how is everyone doing on time? Like, we've only been experiencing for like an hour 15. We haven't been going that long. Alrighty, if I find a rep, I want to make sure I give them enough time. I'm staying put without getting into a constant rep carousel. I'll find a rep for you, Nim. If everyone else is semi-good. It's like, what happens is that if people are just like, find a rep for me, then other people might also be like, yeah, I'm gonna go in like 30 minutes. So you find a rep comes in, a fourth person goes, oh, me too, I gotta go, find me a rep. And it causes this situation. Hello, level sync 33, party. Do you need it? Position, Garlic Citadel. It causes this situation where like people have a subpar experience where there's people constantly rotating in and out. Hello, level sync 33. Do you need it? Position, Garlic Citadel. One of the weirdest aspects of Stoicism that I've experienced myself is that what you're doing with the philosophy as a whole is retraining the way that your brain works. It's not normal to view things in a Stoic lens, although it arguably should be. I'm talking about normal in the context of like how most of us are raised. And that it's typically like a haphazard blend of, you know, how, you know, you have to take care of yourself, but like try to be nice to other people, but also, you know, you gotta get that money pretty much at all costs, but like, you know, not if it's at the over expensive other people. It's just like random shit. It is fine. In Stoicism, it is a thing that after you have spent enough time effectively retraining the way that your brain works or how you interpret things, you start dreaming in terms of like interpreting things stoically. So there is some kind of like it's not like you snap yourself out of it and start lucid dreaming on demand. That's not really a thing that you can control. Let's see. Oh. Mistake. So. But it is a thing that happens. Welcome. Oh, let's do... Lots of people searching right now. Hello, level sync 32, 33. Do you need it? Position, Garlage Citadel. So being able to be like to be aware that you're dreaming basically on demand is not something you control. You can also only have so much control over you lucid dreaming to the extent that you could decide how you react to things the way that you would as if you were awake. Basically, it boils down to you can't really, it doesn't really factor in. What you do is probably going to have some kind of like bleeding effect into dreams, but pretty much the extent of it. Okay, I am sending out invites. People are acknowledging me and just not accepting the invite. I don't know why. Dreaming is not anti-stoic. It is a physiological product. There's no, like, if you do something like murder someone in your dream, you don't wake up and you're like, I was responsible for that. That's not a thing. Welcome. Hell, suckets, let me know when you're on your way. You're repping Nemendria. It's been a great party. They just need to go. What do you mean, like daydreaming? Oh, dreams is in your ambitions. You don't mean like literally dreaming. In the interest of not feeling like I can explain it in any other way than I did about 15 minutes prior, it goes back to you're trying to achieve a state of being where your reward center is focused on you doing the right thing regardless of the circumstances. And then that being your goal. So like you're thinking of your career as being a stoic and then just letting yourself trend in whatever direction that you're basically co-fated to get. Everyone has their own set of proclivities, the ways that they trend toward XYZ job or skill or craft. Some people are good at speaking, others not. Some may find themselves in positions due to like a natural consequence of going about their jobs or careers in certain ways in like offices, or like it being like a police officer or a teacher or a janitor. It's not what your career ultimately is. It's what you do with the circumstances that those careers provide to you that matters. Rep is on the way. And that sure was a lot of Stoic explaining.
No.
That's fucking teamwork.
All right, well, it doesn't need to be this intense. Let's put it back on video game lo-fi. That's better. Be right back. Yep, great. Witchming. White maging. It's actually very fitting music. You mean like nonfiction? Or fiction? So a big weakness of mine is not reading all that much fiction anymore. Most of my fiction intake is through video games, which some would argue is kind of like an interactive book. I'm trying to think about the actual like last fiction book that I read. I'm remembering something vaguely like Aragon was not it. I did read Aragon, but that's not what I'm thinking of. It was some twist on an not Alice in Wonderland, The Wizard of Oz, where the focus was on like the witch. I actually don't remember what it was called. Pet Cemetery was good. Stephen King stuff in general is pretty good. I want to have said that I have read Dune. I have not, even though I have massive appreciation for the series. I did actually. I don't know if this necessarily counts in the context of like what you're saying, but I did read a English translation of the Xenogears Perfect Works, which is like a breakdown of the lore history of Xenogears, the PS1 cult classic JRPG. I have lived and breathed that universe for most of my life, and I was sorely disappointed that I don't know who has control. No, it's Square Enix that has control of it now. Oh, Square Enix has control of the Xenogears like IP, even though all they fucking do with it is make hyper expensive plastic tat. That is like more expensive than what I would argue is reasonable. Like, just give up the IP. Just give it back to Monolith Soft, man. Why you guys string fans along like that? For the money, I know, but fuck. Me resyncing to sockets for X management. once. Oh, Sakus is here. Let me see if there's any other... Oh, is there... Double thrust. Let's try double thrust. No, let's not shake it up. Let's just keep it as is. Game's confusing enough as is, man. I was gonna introduce... let me see if there's actually a way that I can incorporate this dragon into the skill chain. Oh, not synced yet. Sorry. Yeesh, my bad. There we go. Oh, is there a way that I can incorporate? No, I cannot. The SE we're doing is Smash Axe, Blade Techie, by the way, AJK, so you can use freely. Tried to see if there was a way to get you in on it, but sadly, no. Here. There's a Gaka staring at me. You can't have my giblets, man. These mine. All good, ready? I don't think these guys, they're not gonna link. I'm gonna pull. Thankfully, the ninja has not said that they're gonna go. I have not seen the D&D movie, no, but I've heard that it's surprisingly good. If only because adaptations are not commonly good. And given the kinds of clutches, the manner of clutch that Hasbro has had on the property, I was keeping minimum expectations. But it's got 90-90 split on Rotten Tomatoes, and that's not easy, right? I have one friend that is extremely into WWE, and although I had no frame of reference for what he was saying, it was very obvious that he was very unhappy with WrestleMania. Something about some guy named Rhodes being like the point person, or like the lore guy that that WrestleMania is focusing on. I don't know. Sound like weeb shit to me.
It's time to stop.
WWEebs. I do not know who Rhodes is, but my friend appeared unhappy that they were like the focal point, allegedly. Whoop! Pulled when there was no MP left. That's fine. We just gotta be skilled. Okay, and then they hopefully evoke. They hopefully evoke. They evoke off me. Lucky miss on that. There we go. It took them like a good 10 seconds to get there, but we got there. And then they shadow up. Snoop Dogg almost killed a man. Clarify. I did not know that Snoop Dogg partook. Does he normally? Okay, good. Pulled off me. I have 10 seconds of shadow. That should be enough. Got lucky with the non-attack timer there. And that it used the ATV move that did not take a shadow. Grabbing shadow. And then I'll probably get cocky and then do a berserk. I'm gonna wait until their shadows are gone. No, they already pulled. I need to pull 8. Dragoon pulled 8 there. Want to avoid that. It's because they hit so dang hard. Good.
That's a lot of damage.
First blood.
He won a championship. How? Did he like pull a gun? I mean, I'm sure that he works out. Yeah, let's go 35.
Monster kill.
I'm gonna give the holding for a little more MP. Smiley face. He body slammed Miz. Did you know North Korea doesn't have who plays on it? Is there like a knockoff like Chuck E. Cheese mascot animatronic that looks dead ass in the camera when nothing is happening and goes poggers? Because imagine. There's no, I'm gonna exit out for now until I can independently verify. It's just TV. Can you access it from anywhere? Do you need a VPN to see it? Like, does anybody subscribe to it? Or is it just like K-Dogs making everybody subscribe to it while he's like mashing all the buttons on his soundboard for like the 3 hours that it's up? Oh, Nightbot. Nightbot doesn't want you to show me the funny thing. Which, the purpose of that is that people can't be like, hey, I just wanted you to take a look at this thing that's very relevant, and then I look and it's like either Rick Astley or like the dude sitting on a jar. If you know, you know. Or like spin meat. Doing good on MP management. At this rate, by the time that the party ends, I should have 37. Which means I never have to touch this job again. I so don't want to go into another party as war. I would be fine doing it, but it would just be awkward. I would do like 30, 45 minutes of like partying and then find a rep for myself. The most engaging content of all time. I'm very surprised I got those shadows off.
Identify target.
Like, did people like did people do like, I'm surprised it's, I mean, I guess if, you know, you could do like hot tub streams and spend like an hour and 15 minutes like basically, you know, man-bit teasing everyone in chat and being like, okay, 100 subs and I put the banana on my head and then show you my new bikini. And then you have like half the chat is like, don't listen to the guys that are knocking you. I get you on a very personal level. Here's my 25 gift subscriptions that you're going to acknowledge in passing. And the other half being like, whatever the snoozers emote is, like the resident sleeper emote. Okay, I'm really gonna do it. Okay, I'm really gonna do it. I'm really gonna do it, okay? Yeah, you gotta double up. I feel like the wing bats that I pulled from here before, like, must have pulled through the ground because... Or, like, maybe they were under the ground and that's where I pulled them from. I will admit, every now and again, because I am only mortal, I have clicked on Amaranth's stream just to check, just to see what's going on, you know? Just to take a look around my environment. I gotta see what's going on, man. Just a little bit of detective work. And I don't think I'm ever gonna go back to it since she teased for about half an hour that she was going to, you know, take the towel off, and then proceeded to put on a gorilla mask and grab a fake banana and like wobble for like a few minutes. It made me equal parts cringe and sad that people willingly sit there and consume that content willingly. So I clicked away, and I don't think that I will be going back. Am I gonna probably click again? Just so I can do my due diligence of like what's popular on Twitch? Sure. It's for research. It's purely research, guys. I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna raid her. Casey-tron. Hope you guys like Casey-tron. I don't even know if Casey-tron streams anymore. But like her shtick was, what was it? It was like, I don't remember. I'm gonna stop thinking about it. I can feel myself getting sad. Put my berserk on. We're killing bats. I'm gonna pull off a bit so I can give away my one shadow's worth of support.
Okay, now you have to. I gave you my tier 3 sub, and so you have to paint your nails alternating colors. No, you're doing the stripes left to right. Do it right to left. That's all wrong.
Moshi, motherfucker!
When are they gonna come out with only Stoics? Huh? That's my question. Oh yeah. Put on the toga. No, the one that the cynics used to wear. The black one, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Waiting for some MP for White Mage. I take off the toga. It's another toga. You wasted your money.
You're ugly. You're disgusting. I'm going to kill you. Give me $200.
Party's been good. I still think that we're on track. If I am 35, because I can do basic math, 36 next. And that means that I just have to keep the party duct tape together long enough for me to get 37. And then just probably all in on Ninja all the way to 60, so I can get my niche. It's not really a meme, it's generally helpful, like a cooking katana. And then probably Paladin to 75. Almost assuredly, Treasures of Argon is not going to be out yet. The guy was like, why didn't you do SE on that last one? I don't know, dude, because I wasn't 100% on top of it. I was only 98% on top of it. I was watching shadow numbers go up and down. Why didn't you SE? That's the real question. You got staff skill. Get in there, bud. That's good shadow timing on them.
You got a stick? Use a stick.
Nope, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to provoke. Yep. Got the Nin Shadow timing down. Very good.
Catch me outside, how about that?
Congratulations. It's gonna be a little bit spicy. It's 9 levels above us, but we should be able to handle it, given the current MP arrangement. I want to be cocky, and even Berserk's not up. I am a fool.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
So here's this giant enemy crab.
Get shadows up, because I am a coward.
That's a huge bitch.
I'm gonna hit you with the. I'm just gonna hit all these. Yeah, you like that? The kids love freaking random sound bites. How about this one?
Macaroni with the chicken strips.
That do it for you, sick chatters? You're disgusting. Clean yourself up. Or don't. Skid, 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 skid. Skid, skid, skid. Hate management has been really good. Sort of pseudo patting myself on the back for that one. The Stoic takeaway from Lord of the Rings is that Legolas riding the shield down the stairs while simultaneously shooting people or orcs is bullshit. Full stop. Or when he's fighting, this is, you know, spoilers for like a now like a 7-year-old trilogy that probably should never have happened. Probably should have been just one movie. But when he's like Neo jumping up falling ruins to fight the very pale orc man with the blade arm, also horseshit. Ruffles nose. The one that I just said was from The Hobbit. I think the third one. Or all the dwarves floating down the river, basically creating or turning themselves into beer keg battle mechs. Bullshit. It's got to be a trilogy. Why? No, it's the shortest book. No, you gotta make sure that there's a love triangle in it. Why? There's no. One of these characters isn't even in it. Do you want to print money or not? How about we just do a faithful adaptation of the book and then they throw them out the window? .jpg. I'm going to have to make a note to myself because I cared just enough to actually do something about it, to figure out how to turn off style lock so it doesn't replace the dart throwing animation with, I need to shadow, my brain stopped for a moment, with actually throwing the thing. In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. It's still doing the animation in the background, it's just not showing it. Okay. That was a fresh provoke that it got pulled off. Okay. Good provoke. I don't know if it's enough to save a black mage who apparently did like 200 damage to it. Seconds evoke and a try to evoke. He really pissed off the. Okay, I'm gonna try to get control back. All good. Man, that was a ticked off bat. This monster is a real bat sturd. They could have done literally anything else. There's so much to, like, the Silmarillion, which is like as close to like a whole ass lore breakdown that the Lord of the Rings is probably ever gonna get. Like they kept, like, along with the video game adaptations, they kept focusing on stuff that was retread to death in the movies, and they didn't need to. Like, people at the time, people would have, like, were like living, breathing, snorting anything that had to do with Lord of the Rings. It was gonna make money no matter what. I feel like the Poppy might be memeing a little bit, so be kind. I hope they're memeing. If they're not, then a play correction will probably do. It was definitely not Peter Jackson. Hallowed be thy name. Congratulations. Damn, went through 2 charges of chariots, dude. In the span of like an hour and 15, we are moving. We are schmoving. Berserk back just in time. Although I could avalanche axe off of AJK, I'm going to keep it at Nen and me or keep it just to us, because that's what the black mages probably are waiting for. Yeah, they're basing their timing off that, so I don't want to mess it up for them. It would just be an annoying thing to do. Dang, that's a lot of damage, boy. Thank God I've been keeping... This is satire, by the way. I've been keeping my throwing skill up using Ninja. Warrior has something like a C- skill in throwing. Not worth investing into. But I guess it is circumstantially neat that I do like 1% of damage like every other pull. The white mage is spending his MP on something. I don't know what, because we're getting shadows up pretty reliably. Maybe we are just soaking that much damage in between, I don't know. But like our non-shadow uptime is only like 30%. Also, apologies to those that were watching. I accidentally missed giving you a proper heads up that ads were incoming. I get like a 10-minute lead, but because things were happening at the time, I did not side glance. And for that, I deeply apologize. If it makes you feel any better, next round of ads is in like 40 minutes. I will never recover from this. I failed all of you. I was like, now you're gonna have to like look, you're gonna have to retrace where this was in the VOD to make sure you didn't miss out on any of the precious banter.
And then also go to my YouTube channel and subscribe there. And then go out to my Twitter and then follow me there. And then go on to my Only Stoic and give me a subscription or whatever the fuck they use. Ow. Only subs. They came out with a World War I strategy game recently. Dang, look at that quad double attack. Holy heck. That was impressive.
That's what I'm talking about.
I need to save the ninja before he dies. Gee. Oh. Timing was off. Something, the Great War something recently released. Although I think it went from like very positive to mostly positive for reasons. Something about the AI cheating too much and that dragging down the experience. Holding for... I think that the people that were behind not Company of Heroes, Band of Brothers, like they would have been the ones to make like a good World War I breakdown miniseries, extended series. Even though I loved Band of Brothers, I did not, full disclosure, I did not watch the entirety of the Pacific. if you'd like to, but how is everyone else on time? Does everyone have at least an hour or so? I don't want to grab a rep if we can't give them an hour. Okay, so everyone is good on time. We'll find rep. 32, 33, 40, 43. Oh, hello, level sync. Already need it. Garledge, Citadel position. There's no way that this person is named after the elf race from Wild Arms. Man, what a segue. There's no way. Because those are just Elu without the E. All right. You'll be repping Eric. The party has been great. They just need to go. I do remember Pacific being meh, but I have not given it a chance in like 10 years. So I haven't let myself continue feeling that way. But if you're saying it's meh, I believe you because that's what I remember. Congratulations, Weave. Oh, 5 seconds of Oak. FT. Man, this beetle is angry. Prep on the way. Get my shadows back up. You should have enough time to play Techie after that. Play Techie. Play Techie. There we go. That was good. I think we got both magic bursts in there. Because of my chat filters, I could not exactly see. That is a hot provoke, and they still have hate. That sucks. God damn, dude. The quads.
Slow down. I'm gonna spurt. Sorry.
Quads. Okay, I'm gonna take this opportunity to get out and pull something else. Look, apparently I have hate. All right. Why did it come back after me? Congratulations. At least we killed it at probably the tail end of getting the chain down, which is great. Oh man, that was so close. Unfortunate. I'm also gonna fail at this. Pull it off me, please. Thank you. Like probably 200 more damage than my preference. My timer's broke. Out on low timers. imagine the Ranger will be here soon. It doesn't take that long to get from Port Juno to here. I can see why people like Warrior so much. If there's so many like double attacks happening, like it seems like I have a chance to, please correct me if I'm wrong, I have a chance to double attack on each of my swings, like my main hand and offhand. Because I don't, unless like when you double attack, it attacks twice with each. I don't really know that interaction. Because it doesn't seem like I double attack that much. I get like maybe one extra attack off with Ninja. I don't know if Chipotle counts as fast food. It probably does, because they make the burrito in like 3 minutes. So probably Chipotle. The carnies, burrito. Like my mouth is literally watering thinking about the carnitas burrito. I guess if you're a degenerate and you like Chipotle bowls instead, I could fuck with that. I would never get one, but I understand. I understand if you're the type of person that would. Congratulations. Even without ring, we're hovering around like 8,000. I think I had some of it, like some artificial boost off of having the ring on partially going into the level, or going into the hour. But we're definitely cruising at least 7,000, I would think. Okay, pulling out the ninja because they're down on shadows. Look at this teamwork, dude. Holding after this, so Eldo can swap in. I'm gonna take this opportunity to check quickly if, I don't know if he has a gun or not. Check Elu. Is it gonna show me? Yeah, well, he has a bow. Archery. Archery. Probably should not be doing this in real time, but fuck it, we're doing it live. I want to make sure that we end on what is your strongest? Just thinking of SEs. Grabbing you after this one. I don't know if piercing arrow is the ranger's strongest, but we'll see. I think I remember it being that. All right. Look at that. We're 36. We're so close.
Wow! Congratulations!
Take care, Garrick. He was a good black mage. It's hard to find a bad territory black mage. Welcome. Let's see. Piercing arrow. Lancing at SEs while resting. Alright. We will change SEs to Smash X. Piercing arrow. Same wind, thunder, and B. Is there something that these other guys can do? Let's see. 33. Dragoon. I think they're using double thrust. Double thrust. Double thrust, blade techie, if feeling spicy, AJK, and otherwise just use WS's whenever. The smash X, piercing arrow, takes priority. I need to eat food. I've been foodless for I don't know how long. Disgusting. My favorite soda is hands down Pepsi. It is categorically superior to Coke. At me on this. I am not memeing, joshing, or jonesing in any way. Pepsi is what Coke would be if they chewed 5 gum. Did you highlight your message? I can see for emphasis. It's fine. If you want to have bad opinions, you're allowed to. This is Internet America. I'm wondering if the Ranger is staying back because there's... Please someone tell me if like the ranged the change or whatever, like where you get like better accuracy if you stand further away, is live on Horizon, because I didn't think it was. But that's the only reasonable explanation. I'm assuming that they wouldn't be standing back there unless there was a reason. Dr. Pepper is like Pepsi's uncle. Like a cool uncle. Like you would... I don't know where this this analogy is going, but I'm sticking to it. Hopefully they remember what their own mini SC is, because I don't remember. Double thrust, blade techie. We're rolling with 2 SCs to be fancy. Double. Water empty on that one. Just water. Yeah, cool uncle with illegal fireworks. I have to remember where the ninja is on my list so I can like actually watch for their shadows are. If any of you have not been to my streams before, you will have an outsized impact on me, and not just psychologically, but for the algorithm. If you hit the little purple follow button on the main page, it allows people that are privy to consuming voracious amounts of Final Fantasy XI content to more easily do so. We'll do the next one. Let's see. If you also hate ads and you stick around long enough that you wish to support me monetarily, I don't know where that thing's going. Die, beetle! Holy shit, what is... My god, dude. That thing did not want to die. Okay, smash axe. Good. I don't think either of us missed. Oh, he did miss. Raj. Pro voice activated.
That's so much better. You wouldn't think it, but it's honestly exhausting speaking in that synthesized voice that I was using. I know that it's a lot more comfortable in general for humans to hear, but, you know, it's like taking off the suit whenever I use this voice, which is very much my original one. I need to focus for just a moment. Hope for what is just and prepare for what is unjust. Strip each thing to see what it really is, and you will see that things contain nothing fearful other than fear. I have one shout out to give to the cause. Holding for some MP. Should be getting a lot of regional points from this trade. I can't see because of my own UI add-on is blocking me. I'm assuming I'm not like, no, I can check a different way. I can look at currencies. Even though I've had to buy some stuff recently with conquest points, almost 2100. Pretty good. With the Ranger, we should move even faster. Rangers are exceedingly rare just because they take, like, it's... Both they and Tryhard ninjas are effectively, like, mainlining, Yojimbo from Final Fantasy X. And that you are literally paying to do damage. Especially later on, with the more ads to find arrows.
Modulating voice. Oh yes. Not bad. I can see myself talking in this for a while. It kinda helps me stretch my CPU vocal cords a little bit. Smash X. You didn't miss. Good.
While there is some RMT increase on the server, if you can fucking believe it, the administration, the admins seem to be doing a pretty good job keeping on top of it, to the point that I haven't seen personally an outsized effect on the market yet. Although I don't know what the behavioral quirks are of a person that's botting, beyond, you know, what I saw in retail era Wings of the Goddess with the 8,000 bars that were just sitting in a corner spamming song. It's like, how different does it look between someone that's botting fishing and a dude that is just really on top of the minigame, that's like watching the highly recommended anime 86 on the second screen? Maybe it's like a acquired detective's eye or something. I cannot pull it off. I must save the Dragoon. What Ellie is that SC spotter? I think he's referring to the other one. I could have broken off there. I should have broken off there. I don't think it's going to affect. We still have a lot of time in the link left. At this rate, we're definitely going to get 37. I believe I'm 36 now. That was good timing by the ninja getting off the shadows just as it came in. Yep. Ours is lightning wind. No, focus on me. There we go. Shadowing too early, but sue me. Okay. Smash X. I feel like we're gonna overkill a little bit on this. I don't know, man. I thought the piercing shot would be a lot stronger than that. I mean, I don't exactly know how much damage is happening because of my filters, but I would have thought that just their range attack would have pulled at least like 20% maybe. Just because like the flying shit is weak to piercing to begin with. Me falling down those holes is a very real thing that I'm trying to avoid. There's nothing under there but like death and beetles. It's been an extremely long time since I played Final Fantasy X, much less followed a Let's Play on it. I think the story of Sin is interesting, but I don't remember enough of the general story to like properly answer your question. I just remember the ending music being very badass. Like to the point that I almost asterisk didn't mind having to replay it over and over and over and over. Or I don't know what he means by 4 MBs. Just 3 MBs really. Okay, and then Blade Techie, which should do water. Yep. Oh, I almost got the shadows off. I actually pulled him off the ninja too quickly. Not that it really matters. It might matter a little bit. Okay, the white mage is very low on MP, but we should be able to bounce this pretty well. Seconds to vote. Five seconds to vote. Good that they have it. Putting out Defender. I'm gonna put Berserk on next. There's enough of an opening here, shadow-wise. I'm gonna be smart and wait for the ninja to get through their shadows unless it loses attention. The cop-out answer, Poppy, is that it's not what happens to you that matters, it's how you approach it. The act of Yuna... this is heavy spoiler shit, by the way, so I guess plug your ears or go do something else if you have not played Final Fantasy X or are not familiar with the story. Like get up and like walk around or whatever. But Yuna sacrificing themselves willingly, even knowing that it would have cost their life in order to try to prevent the world ending, could be argued as a Stoic thing to do, even though it boils down to appropriate actions versus virtuous actions, which is a whole subset of shit that I will go into if you really want me to, but I'm just gonna It's gonna be like, yeah, Yuna sacrificing herself was like the most stoic thing ever. Full stop. Even though it's said pretty much from the beginning that that's what she's gonna have to do. Congratulations. There's nothing inherently stoic or not stoic about what effectively amounts to a Cthulhu-esque horror that appears every 1,000 years or whatever it was to basically kill until stopped. Or is it? Or is it like Omega Stoic? No, it's not. Bazinga. I moved. I don't know why. I'm going to claim that it's so I can smash X more quickly. That's okay, the Ranger doesn't have to be super on top of it. No. As a human being, you have roles inherent to you that essentially govern how you're supposed to react to things. Just because something is co-fated to happen, as in, I guess the most brain dead example of something being co-fated would be like you trying to do everything in your power to be healthy, but then something like you get hit by a car or something, and so like you're gonna go to the hospital anyway despite your best efforts. It doesn't mean that just because a car could hit you that you're not supposed to do anything about it. I guess the car in this situation would be sin, and you trying to be healthy would be becoming a summoner to prevent sin from destroying the world. Congratulations. What the philosophy that you may be thinking of would be like nihilism. Of just like being like, well, it was bound to happen, so I'm just gonna let it ride. Like, what's the point of resisting? Ah, dog. Hopefully the Ranger is watching. Ranger is watching. What's the biggest difference between nihilism and stoicism? I would kindly refer you to the last, what is it now? 2.5 hours of things that have come out of my mouth. I will very much decide to use that as a get out of jail free philosophy comparison question card. I am not, I'm prefacing this very carefully, I am not an expert on nihilism. There are people out there that for sure may be able to explain it in a way that does it more justice than I could. My extremely limited understanding of nihilism is that there's essentially no point to doing anything for any reason because the end state is always going to be the same. Stoicism does not subscribe to that idea. It might, from like a third-party perspective, it may appear to have even some elements of that, but that's a common misconception. if you were to roll, I'll just use the ancient cylinder example as an example. If we were to roll a cylinder down a hill, gravitational forces, along with the slope of the hill, are going to spur it to roll in a certain way, but the shape of the cylinder matters. You can be happy and courageous and enduring even if literally everything is falling down around you or apart around you. For a Stoic, a nihilist does not really think in those terms. Oh my god, we're so close. This 4,000, aka 20 to 23 monsters, and then I'm done with this job. Use piercing shot. Piercing arrow, rather. My apologies. I think they were confused about what SE was happening there. That's okay, there's a lot going on. It's hard to track two SEs happening independently, to be honest with you. Not sure. This is a very funky song. Definitely gonna lose the blink on this, or not blink, experience chain. Woo! Sometimes I will allow myself to break down in the grocery store and get Tostitos pizza rolls. Or whatever those like mini bagel bites are, like mini Hot Pockets. I have not tried the new Hot Pockets, Deli Witches or whatever they were called. I do not know if they are good. But sometimes I will, you know, be frolicking through the grocery store section and pick up like a couple of Hot Pockets if they're on sale. It's definitely something I don't want to put in my body as a regular thing. Although some would argue that I probably shouldn't put what I put in my body already. But on the regular, which is basically like a steady intake of coffee, Rockstar energy drinks. Currently, I don't know where it is around me. Mango, it's my favorite. Next to like berry sangria. And then an attempt at like it's not even an attempt really. It is an attempt. I do try. Like cooked food, like actually cooked food. Yeah, like in terms of like the common American diet, it's hard. As an American, it's hard to find stuff that you should eat. Like if you can, like a nutritionist can point to and says like, yeah, you should probably eat that out of everything that is here. And like that doesn't also cost like $8, like for like 8 ounces or whatever. But whatever it is. The most fancy thing that they made was like a beef stew that had like way too much prep. It was like actual yakisoba beef stew like me trying to make it authentically. That was a pain. Probably that same thing that I just mentioned, to be honest with you. Provoke is down. 20 seconds vote. I have no vote, and on my screen.
NANI?!
Ads are gonna start in about 5 minutes. I'm gonna run them preemptively once the fight is over because we're already getting low on MP in general. The White Mage has been doing a lot of work. We've gone from having 2 alternative sources of MP to just being him and the other Black Mage. Them and the other Black Mage. Alright, I'm gonna run ads. I will see you in a couple to a few minutes. Bye, bye, bye. Gonna rest up a little bit and take this opportunity to take a swig of Pepsi. Not ad. Not sponsored. Dang, that guy is decked out in expensive shit. How am I doing on Shihai? Shihai is good. I'm gonna break open another one just in case. I'm gonna give my voice like a minute to rest. You can get pretty creative with hot dogs. Hot dog and macaroni is always going to be popular with most people. And is also probably one of the cheapest, most filling things that you can most quickly make, like in bulk. Sometimes the simplest things are the most appreciated. That's why my wife likes me so much, because I'm so fucking simple. LMAO. Corn dogs are great. I will probably never touch the frozen ones that are like blueberry and chocolate chip wrapped hot dogs in the freezer section. I think that's a line that's apparently where the line is for me as to what I'll willingly consume. Howies. Party's doing really good. Basically rolling with 2 SCs. It's the power of laying out general expectations and sound reasoning, man. Party does real good. I cannot pull. Holy shit, the thing melted. Bagad. So close. We're 3,600 out of 6,400. I don't need a shadow. What am I doing? It's completely reflex. Would have been a waste.
What are you doing, Step Bro?
I will Valkyrie though. Good. I'm gonna Berserk. This is fun. I cannot Berserk. My Berserk is down. No fun for me. Corn Dog Mike. Does he like the nickname? I mean, he doesn't. That's it. Like, it's gonna stick, right? No. Yeah. That is a corny nickname, man. That's true. Oh no. Holding SC. We have the TP, but this thing is like dying too fast. I'm gonna take this opportunity to grab something else. Congratulations. This person is lost. I need to consume what will probably be my last food. For the party. Not ever. I believe he missed. I don't know if it's like this in any other part of the army because I have never partaken, but I think in the Air Force it's common to get nicknames that you don't like. Like they'll just, if your wingmen decide that you are hot dog forever, and then apparently if you push back on them at all, they will find and use a worse nickname for you after that. I should be able to get away with this. Should be able to get away with this. I desire to get away with this. I got away with it.
Let's go.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Why?
Mr. Dragoon. Good. Black Mage is healing. 10 seconds evoke. In, out, 50-minute adventure. Other circumstantially appropriate meme use. I should hold off. I'm not going to. All gas, no brakes, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Wow.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is
Berserking. I think that the Garlage Citadel was supposed to be... I read up on the lore, trying to like internalize it, and apparently it took nothing away from it, but I think that it was supposed to be a place that was held by the Alliance and they were kicked out by the Beastmen, but now it has beetles in it. And that's apparently all I retain, that there are beetles and bugs in it. And then they apparently, like, the security system is, you know, depends on multiple people being thick. Or am I thinking of Shakurami Maze? I think I'm thinking of Maze of Shakurami. Yeah, I'm thinking of just like different people of different thickness contribute towards opening the door differently. Here you just gotta be a guy. What is your view on the simulation hypothesis? I need slightly more explanation. Do you mean like how do we know whether we're in like a Sims like computer simulation or not? And should that have like any bearing on how we interact with the world? Okay, so I was right. Oh my god, please survive. The Stoic stance on it, which also is synonymous with my own. Congratulations. Is that regardless of what drives the world forward, or whether like everything is just cause and effect, or everything happens randomly, or that strings are being pulled in some way, that it ultimately shouldn't have any bearing on your behavior. I mean, there's nothing that you can do about it unless you're Neo, I guess. Like if you're Neo, you can definitely do something about it. But it ultimately shouldn't inform your decisions, your way of going about it. You should, according to Marcus Aurelius, if there is a higher power that is looking upon you in some kind of Sims-like way, assuming that they are benevolent, which is the big qualifier there. If the gods appear to be benevolent, or basically the sweaty Cheetos hand encrusted dude with like, I don't know, taped up glasses, like you think of whatever the envisioning is. If they're benevolent, then you should, you know, just try to conduct yourself in such a way that they would want to support you, or that you are in some line with your design by the powers of the programmers that be, which is don't be an asshole to people, try to self-improve, try to take something constructive away from every experience. And if they help you, great. If they don't help you, then you don't need to worry about it, because you're already doing the sorts of things that are conducive to your constitution as a rational being. If the gods are assholes, then you wouldn't want their support anyway. I don't necessarily know what that would mean in the context of the simulation. But, well, no, I do know what it means. You would continue not being an asshole, trying to help improve other people's quality of life, as long as it's within your control and you don't depend your peace of mind on the result. Congratulations. If you're just a regular normal guy, should you worry about the world ending? Because how do you become aware of that? Like if you are perishing, you either become something different, in which case you should just conduct yourself as whatever that different thing is, assuming that you're still sentient at that point, if there isn't like a reincarnation factor that we have no way of assessing. Or if the server gets knocked over and you die, then it's not going to matter to you anyway that happened, because you'll no longer be aware in any sense that something happened. It won't concern you. If you're a politician or celebrity, do you think you're more at risk in terms of someone in another world deciding to be upset at you because you're popular and decide? It wouldn't even, in like a Stoic context, it wouldn't, you would be actively working to not be concerned with other people, with the way that other people are feeling about you, or trying to affect you that way. So the short answer is it would have no bearing. Is it easy to actually think that way when someone in a position of power has some measure of, or some means of like severely inconveniencing you or making your day-to-day life more difficult? No. But if it was easy, everyone would do it. It would still go back to the thing of just how they allow their experiences to shape their behavior is not your concern, because they are utilizing their own reasoning capacity to act in a certain way. Like you have no influence over that. You can try to like mitigate their having an adverse effect on you or other people, but like you cannot make them not do things that that seems good to them any more than you can, you know, be aware of and then physically stop using the force a dude from spitting in your food at the Chinese restaurant. Or like, you know, the dude that's handling all the food at the mall, like accidentally overturning their tray of food onto the ground, scooping it back up and putting it back in, and then putting it out, and then you consuming it. You can't stop them from doing it, especially if the intent is malicious. If you're not, I'm just gonna stop this thread. I don't know where it's going anymore. It's not conducive. Hello, Mr. Galka, random Galka man. Do the Chinese spit in people's food? I'm sure that someone that happens to be Chinese has spat in a person's food at one time. Sure, it's not within the realm of impossibility. So close, guys. Just 1,000 more. 1,000 of them done. Holding for MP. Yeah, Poppy, I understand what you're saying. I cannot speak for how you should interpret that. Or how I cannot influence how you do it. But in light of the philosophy, it wouldn't really impact how you would go about your day. I mean, it would certainly feel very jarring, I imagine, you know, circling back to the whole second first movement thing. But like ultimately, what can you do about it, and is it reasonable to try to do something about it? I've never been in a situation where I've become cognizant of what is functionally God pushing levers to get me to do things. I've never experienced that personally, so I cannot speak to it. Yep, teamwork, Dream work. Heck. Well, it's just like, you know, The Sims, right? Like, eventually you'd probably get bored of it unless you're really, really, really into The Sims. Then you wouldn't get bored of it. Just be prepared for when your creations start watching someone on the internet playing a 2-decade-old game become aware of it. And then I guess just reload. Or just start new family.
I didn't tell you to be sentient. That wasn't your goal. Your aspiration was to learn how to paint.
Ten seconds of oak. Fire's been real good. Everyone's on top of their jobs, knows what they're doing, possibly wasting a little bit of damage on me swinging like that, but that's okay. I might preemptively defend her here. I don't know. I might not need to. I'll do it. I'm getting some lucky misses though. Cat belly. Please kill the beetle. Please kill the beetle. Okay, they pulled the hate off me. Congratulations. That was a good reaction by the ninja. Until I spent enough time with the current philosophy that I practice, I also felt as though things were arranged to be against me in some way. My personal position is that there's definitely a cause and effect thing going on in the background. And while I can have a small influence on it, I cannot, despite my best efforts, ultimately have responsibility over things happening to me. I just have to do the best that I can with what I have for the time that I have it, and just let all the pieces fall where they will, because they will all the same. It's taken me a great deal of time to reach that point where I actively think that way as a second nature, and sometimes I still fail at it. But as long as you don't actively give up on the trying, and you keep reattempting over and over and over again to self-improve, then it's like you didn't lose to begin with. Some would say that might be like some light copium. I don't feel that way. If I go up to him, as soon as watching him start watching me and good things will happen to me. Sure. Oh my god, 450. About I've got about 15 minutes left in me. If people would like, I can look for a rep for myself. We should be able to get 37. We're still very much on track for like the length of this stream. We'll definitely like, there's no way we don't get 37 in the next 15 minutes. She wants more. Okay. I don't know, man. I don't know if we're gonna be able to squeeze that much out. The Nin wants me to stay for like 2,000 more experience. Like that's only like 8 monsters, 10 monsters, something like that. 12 monsters. I can try to push it to get you the level and yeah, I did. Yeah, we're the Sims. Surprise, it's time for your existential crisis. I've heard that you've been having a shortage of those lately. Party 275 it is. Yeah, it's been a wild ride. There's definitely been people have been getting a lot of their mileage out of unofficially fishing, officially pressing the say something Stoic button. They're now in channel point debt of like 7,000. You're watching me must be disgusting. What do you mean? Have you been watching Amaranth? In which case, get a grit, man. Why is she doing something funny, like putting on the gorilla mask again and wiggling with the banana?
If so, count me in.
Oh shit, 37, let's go! We did it, we hit the goal!
What the hell? Oh my god, no way! Whoa.
Ooh, officially done with war, as far as I'm aware. Woo!
Let's go.
We did it, Reddit.
Mission complete.
We beat the game. We're done with the meta obligated war sub job. I guess there's nothing stopping me per se from taking war past 37, but it's gonna be a long road, man. I just don't see it. I so want this to stop focusing on me. There we go. Yeah, there was a discussion about the North Korean Twitch channel, which I'm almost certain has the entire population of North Korea subscribed to it. I don't know, like, is it a mandate for North Korean citizens to like throw bits I don't know how the North Korea economy works. It could, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's like factored into the country's GDP. I hope and pray that that beetle does not notice me. Do not notice me, senpai. Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about. Wow!
No Link Gaming. I don't know, man. I feel like piercing arrow should do more damage than that. But, I mean, the Ranger seems set up well. Maybe that's just how much damage it seems to just kind of do. Unfortunately, I do not feel like I can do that. If only because it helps me build character to not forcibly disconnect to avoid having to party longer. And it's not like I'm gonna rush to do anything. Like 2,000 experience isn't that much. The only time that I've ever forcibly DC'd on a party that I wanted to get out of has been when the whole party is full of a-holes, which has only happened maybe once or twice in the entirety of me playing this godforsaken game for as long as I've had. Oh, I'm sure those people would pick DC all the time.
Those people are a-holes.
One more swing. Get my shadows back up.
Oh my god! Inhuman reactions!
They should be able to kill this beetle, right? Yeah. There's that one time in band camp where the beetle was surviving way longer than I had any right to. What level is the ninja? Maybe they're 36 and that's why they don't want to get a different party or something. Could be. I'm gonna go grab another monster. It feels like the right time. Why is it going after me? I kind of wish I did have deeps on so I could see what my DPS is in relation. But I don't know. I don't know if it's a good idea for me to, you know, stream damage comparisons to what I imagine to be thousands of Twitch viewers right now. Like seeing that what they would see is probably like me topping the charts on the reg and just like just mashing the shit out of that subscribe button. Like this is just a cacophony of non-stop torrential downpours of subscription notification dings. God, can you imagine? And so explain to me what that's like.
It's so hangy, I'm doing too much damage. Man. Pull him off me. half of it or more is going to be a waste. As soon as my food runs out, I'm going to slam back something else. Smash Axe does a pretty good amount of damage, considering it's basically like a stun tool. Surprises me. I don't have that. I mean, I have pretty strength heavy right now. 13 plus 13 strength. I'm not like geared to swap in everything that possibly could be swapped in for it. So I'm thinking next Saturday, circumstances permitting. I do have a plan for Saturday. We're probably going to be doing 3-3. Stock 3-3. Juno, the Juno mission, where you go to the top of Belquest Tower. Maybe I'll do like another high hour. Might pick a different food. Pies have been oversaturated recently. All the gamers, they line up in droves for pie talk. I heckin' love it. I love it.
I do not know how to rap, and if we are in a simulation, they probably would not want me to rap either. They being the man that decides whether or not they delete my character and replace it with a new one. Have you ever heard of dog spotting? I feel like this is a joke. I have not.
I put spot remover on my dog and now he's gone.
Is it like an opener for one of those? The juice is very quickly becoming not worth the squeeze on these mobs. 43 should be a good experience though. Berserk mode. I have not. I am intimately familiar with the license plate game, if only because my parents-in-laws are avid fans of that. I'm not privy to that, no. Maybe I should be.
Woo.
Maybe it's the right choice. Basic choice.
Meow.
I can't wait to be finished battling these.
I probably always said that one, but I don't give a shit. Can I? Oh, I almost pulled through the floor. That would have been bad. I almost didn't notice the name. Would have been a wipe and a half. Did a freaking boss battle. Do some general lo-fi. This song is taking me back. What I was gonna say, if we weren't doing a mission probably next Saturday, 7 p.m. or your regional equivalent, it's probably Resident Evil 4, the remake. I've beaten the original many times, so I'm interested in seeing how that shapes up. against like the PS2 experience. I've heard that it's exceedingly good, and I've tried my best to avoid the Facebook like bait videos that like are like
12 things that you've never experienced in Resident Evil 4. It's so unbelievable. Click here.
Saturdays are definitely going to be absent of anything that I have planned for the Link Shell that I'm a part of and lead. Like events for them. Oh good, these are fresh. I do want to take the opportunity to kind of solidify Saturdays as like a true wildcard day where I could play anything that isn't Final Fantasy 11 or Foxhole. Admittedly, I don't know how much long-term mileage Foxhole is going to have, just because, you know, whether or not one could argue it's in a good state fluctuates, like on a month-to-month basis. So Wednesdays could become a de facto wildcard day too. Final Fantasy 11 I'm probably going to be playing in perpetuity, like let's all be honest. Unless, obviously, like Square Enix, like cease and desist it or something. On my Patreon is all of my writing, which is what my original project was going to be, was me trying to publish books on how to practice Stoicism from square one with no prior knowledge needed. The more research that I did and where I was in life and certain things going on at the time stopped me from all-inning on trying to become a book writer, and it's only gotten more difficult since to become a writer. Not that that should really stop me from doing it, but opportunities came, they went. I did get offers from some places to write something, but the terms were like very, very, very bad. So it just never became quote unquote the right time to dig in. But all the writings that I've done to date in service of trying to teach others how to use Stoicism is on there. Now it's just an alternative means of supporting what will become my long form attempt at a career if it takes off, when it takes off, which is streaming. I write, as I mentioned a little bit ago, I write when I feel like things are very difficult so that I can experience in the moment ways and means of describing to others how to approach things when they are also getting difficult for them. Video games being my normal hobby on the side. That was a lot of damage I just did. Combined with me just flow state talking about it and teaching people that way is where the personal project now is, or where it lies. So Patreon is just a way to support me as a streamer that doesn't involve giving money directly to Twitch. Like if you have like an ideological block against giving Mr. Bezos more money indirectly to contribute towards super yachts, then the Patreon is a good way to do that. All the donations, all the subscriptions, Patreon or not, go towards, like for the foreseeable future, hardware, software, technical improvements for the channel. Like better camera with faster tracking to make the avatar move more smooth. It runs pretty good already, so maybe not that as like a first grab. I don't know if Bezos owns Patreon or not. Should know that. I don't. I'm just gonna be honest with you. But I will say that compared to Twitch, there is a microscopic amount of money that goes towards Patreon compared to what goes towards Twitch when you subscribe. It just happens to be the most easy for people to subscribe directly through Twitch because, you know, you're already here. Like 3% plus like some flat amount in like the lower dozens of cents of like revenue towards from each Patreon subscription goes towards Patreon, whereas like Twitch is now 50-50. Part of that is because allegedly Twitch is losing money for Amazon, so they want to do what they can in order to claw back as much money as they can to get them into the black again. If Patreon is owned by Bezos or whatever, they definitely are not showing it in their like revenue breakdown. He means bad, good. Like power glove, bad. They have to be done soon. We've gotten like, oh, I would like to go. Apparently they leveled. Is that okay? I don't think. Calling it after Elu.
People are like, but I'm close to leveling now.
No.
But now I go. Now it's my turn.
I don't think so, sport.
Enough of these games.
You should be done after this.
This is what? A 41? That's like 140 experience. I'm not fake DCing. That's against my religion. I have now a healthy buffer in case I want to use warrior for anything. I don't know what situation that would count as, but it is technically there. Gonna work cudgel out because I've hit the appropriate level. But hot dang, guys, we got to 37. Means I don't have to worry about this freaking sub job anymore. It wasn't really that painful. In fact, I got to, you know, I got to tank a little bit. Well, not a little bit, a lot of it, and pull at the same time.
Why have I been summoned?
War. War never changes.
Just feels good, man. Just feels right.
Made a lot of progress. I'm going to sell my collective garbage. Can you fake DC even after you left the party for us? I don't know what that would involve. It would just black screen you guys. I don't even know how that would shake out. You mean like just like to get it out of your system? Wow, beetle jaws are pretty expensive. 69 beetle shells. Nice. I should sell these crystals on the market, but there's probably already 1,000 on there. I cannot be asked. Gib the pennies. Okay. Alright, and now I can sell all this shit, but I'll do that off stream so you don't have to watch it. Unless it does something for you. It would be pretty cool if I had like a fake out. Some kind of like some kind of stinger transition that makes you think that the stream is getting corrupted. I could make that work with the voice changer. That's definitely like a mountain goal type thing though. I have to get up there in the sub counts in order to joke afford $100 on a commission stinger transition that makes it seem like it broke the stream. Okay. So we are here. This is me. 37 war accomplished. That's what I've been aiming for since I started this stupid warrior sub adventure. We done did it. Very pleased. Next run with this character is probably going to be on Saturday, helping a crew of misfits conquer Lord Delfoot's tower, get to the top, kill an ogre man for some reason who's going to give us a key. Some lore shit is certainly going to happen to something, somewhere, to someone. And then I'll just have to figure it out from there. Because the whole mission's not going to take the full length of the stream, but we'll just play it by ear. I'm not really concerned. Next stream, though, such as it is going to be 7 p.m. on Wednesday. Eastern Standard. Voxel, Persistent World, Massive Multiplayer Online, Cooperative Strategic thing. It might be super crazy, chaotic, and fun. Or it might consist of me driving around for 2 hours and then dying to something unexpected. That's Foxhole. But for now, I'm going to glance about and try to find someone that I can send you all to if you want to keep consuming Final Fantasy XI content, because who doesn't? Let's take a look on the Horizon 11 Discord. Horizon streamers. Let us find someone a little bit small so I can help improve their day. Someone maybe that I have not seen before. Check out this person. Sure, this person looks good. I'm going to almost certainly butcher their name, so I'm just going to copy and paste it into a raid so I don't mess up. If you enjoyed this stream and you would like to see more of it or more of my stuff in general, I highly recommend hitting the follow button on my main page. It helps the algorithm help other people find me, and happens to make me feel good, although that's just like an incidental thing. As long as you're happy, that's what I care about. Aw, guys. Alright, pardon me while I get the raid set up. Lots and lots of good conversations today. I appreciate your being here, as always. /raid. And you should get a prompt soon that you are being sent somewhere. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye, bye, bye.